Most people think of Carnival as the budget cruise line, but that label doesn't really help you when you are trying to pick the right ship for your next trip. Carnival operates one of the biggest fleets in the world, and the gap between their oldest vessels and their brand new ones is actually massive. You will find completely different dining choices, water features, and cabin sizes depending on which ship you choose, and the overall energy on board changes just as much. While some of these ships have won major industry awards, others are still sailing simply because people keep booking them for the low price. If you're new here and you want honest cruise advice without the sales pitch, hit that subscribe button because we do this kind of breakdown every week. Today, we are ranking the top 7 ships in the Carnival fleet by looking at the cost-to-value ratio and what real guests are saying about their experiences. I will also share which ships the industry experts actually recommend so you can spend your money wisely. And make sure you stay until the end because I will tell you which ship you should skip entirely. Number 7. Carnival Conquest, the budget-friendly classic. We are starting our list at number 7 with the Carnival Conquest, which earns this spot because it serves as the perfect entry point for anyone who wants to see what this cruise line is all about. This ship first launched back in 2002 and carries about 2,984 passengers. And since it sails out of Miami on short 3- and 4-night Caribbean runs, it is a favorite for travelers who want a quick sampler cruise without paying for airfare to a far-off port. Even though it is an older ship, you still get the fan favorites like Guy's Burger Joint and the free tacos at Blue Iguana Cantina. Plus, the Lido Deck pool area is still a great place to hang out. You will miss out on the high-tech entertainment and the massive water parks found on the newer ships, but the Conquest makes up for that with some of the best prices in the industry. Many 5-night sailings out of Galveston cost less than $400 per person, which is why first-timers give it such high marks for value. You get the full cruise experience and a great crew without going broke, making it a fair trade for anyone who doesn't need the latest bells and whistles. Number 6. Carnival Breeze, the best of the Dream Class. Coming in at number 6, the Carnival Breeze is where you really start to notice a step up in quality. This ship joined the fleet back in 2012 as part of the Dream Class, and it comfortably carries about 3,690 passengers on every sailing. It brought in several features that felt brand new at the time and still work great today, like the quiet Serenity area for adults and a massive 12-deck water slide known as the Twister. You also get the Thrill Theater, which is a 4D motion experience that kids absolutely love when they need a break from the sun. The real reason the Breeze stands out from the older Conquest class isn't just about having more things to do, because the actual layout of the ship makes a huge difference. These Dream Class ships were built to handle crowds much better, so the pool deck doesn't turn into a total traffic jam on those busy sea days. If you have ever been stuck in a crowd between a wet stranger and the frozen drink station on a hot afternoon, you know exactly why a better layout matters so much. Families keep coming back for the Waterworks Park and that giant power drencher bucket that dumps water on everyone below. But the food is a major draw here too. You can grab a table at the Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse or stick to the fan favorites like Blue Iguana and Guy's Burger Joint. There is also a seafood shack that charges a small extra fee, but the lobster rolls are definitely worth the few extra dollars. Even though it has been around for over a decade, this ship still feels like it punches way above its age. Number 5. Carnival Vista. Innovation meets value. At number 5, we have the Carnival Vista, which is the ship where Carnival really started to think bigger with their designs. When it launched in 2016, it was the very first of the Vista class and introduced features that were completely new for the brand. The most famous addition is the Skyride, which is a suspended bike track where you pedal yourself around high above the top deck. It was a bold move because nobody else in the industry had anything quite like it at the time. The Vista carries about 3,934 passengers and brought several firsts to the fleet, including the first IMAX theater ever built on a ship. It also introduced the Havana Bar with its own Cuban-themed area and the Red Frog Pub, which actually has a working craft brewery on board called the Carnival Brewhouse. Having a real brewery right there on the ship tends to attract a specific crowd of people who want something more interesting than the basic bar menu. If you are traveling with kids, the Waterworks Park got an upgrade here with the Kaleido Slide, a spiral tube slide that uses colorful light effects to make the ride more exciting. The The dining options also grew to include bonsai sushi alongside the classic steakhouse and the casual spots you find near the pool. Based on current prices, the Vista is one of the best mid-range values you can find, especially since it now sails out of Port Canaveral and recently came out of its first major midlife dry dock, so everything from the mechanical systems to the soft furnishings got a proper refresh. People who sail on her consistently give great reviews, and the ship even earned a spot in the Cruise Critic Editor's picks during its debut year. Number 4. Carnival Horizon, refined fun for families. Coming in at number 4 is the Carnival Horizon, a ship that earned its high ranking by acting like the smarter and more polished younger sibling to the Carnival Vista. Since its launch in 2018, the Horizon has been carrying about 3,960 passengers while keeping all the features that worked on earlier ships and fixing the things that didn't. You'll find the fan-favorite IMAX theater and the Skyride bike course back on board, but Carnival also added Dr. Seuss Bookville to the mix. This dedicated reading and play space is a huge win for families, especially when parents just need 20 quiet minutes to themselves while the kids stay entertained. Another big hit is the Pig and Anchor Smokehouse, which serves up real smoked meats and classic sides that make you feel like you're at a genuine barbecue restaurant instead of just another cruise buffet. What really makes the Horizon stand out is how consistent the experience stays year after year. Most reviews from travelers stay steadily above 4 stars, and that kind of stability shows that the crew and the onboard operations are running exactly how they should. While any new ship can look great during its first year in service, a ship that keeps those high ratings 4 years later is one that has truly figured out how to take care of its guests. Number 3. Carnival Panorama, the West Coast Gem. Our number 3 spot goes to the Carnival Panorama, and if you live on the West Coast, this ship is probably your best bet for a great vacation. It launched in 2019 and sails year-round out of Long Beach, California, which is a massive deal since most Carnival itineraries usually force you to fly all the way to Florida or Texas first. The Panorama carries about 4,008 passengers and belongs to the same Vista class we've been talking about, but Carnival definitely put some extra work into the upgrades here. The Havana area features its own dedicated pool rather than just a bar, and the ship also introduced the first Sky Zone trampoline park in the entire fleet. Having a full branded trampoline park at sea is a huge draw for families, and you'll usually see a crowd there from the moment the ship leaves the port. The dining feels a bit more high-end too, especially since Cucina del Capitano moved to a dinner-only specialty format that feels much more polished than the buffet style found on older ships. The ship also went through a dry dock in late 2024, so the finishes look genuinely fresh right now, and everything from the elevators to the deck gear runs exactly the way it's supposed to. If you're living in California, Nevada, or the Pacific Northwest, this is the ship that makes it incredibly easy to finally book that cruise you've been thinking about. Number 2. Carnival Celebration, a new era of cruising. Coming in at number 2, the Carnival Celebration is the ship that proves the cruise line really listened to what passengers wanted over the last decade. This massive vessel launched in November of 2022 as a sister ship to the Mardi Gras, and it currently sails out of Miami with about 5,374 guests on board. Since it uses the same Excel-class design, you get a ship powered by liquefied natural gas, along with those famous 6 zones that break the layout into smaller neighborhoods. You also get the Bolt roller coaster sitting right on the top deck, which is still one of the coolest things you can do at sea. What really pushes the Celebration into our number 2 spot is the incredible lineup of places to eat, and one zone you won't find on any other ship. Emeril Lagasse opened Emeril's Bistro on this ship, and it is one of those rare celebrity chef spots where the food is actually worth the extra cost. The different zones offer something for everyone, but the one that gets the most attention is the Gateway Zone, a travel-themed area with floor-to-ceiling high-definition screens that swap out scenery from the Amazon rainforest to the streets of Europe. It sounds gimmicky until you're sitting there with a drink and the whole wall shifts to a Venetian canal. You will also love the summer landing area because the Pig and Anchor has been turned into a full outdoor restaurant. The pool decks feel much wider than they used to, and they handle the crowds way better than any ship Carnival built before 2021. Even though this is a huge ship, the layout manages the crowd so well that you rarely feel stuck in a pack of people. It might sound strange that a bigger ship feels less crowded, but once you spend a sea day walking around without hitting any bottlenecks, you will see exactly why this design works so well. Number 1. Mardi Gras, the ultimate carnival experience. The top spot on our list goes to the Mardi Gras, and honestly, it isn't even a close competition. This ship changed everything when it launched in 2021 as the very first Excel-class vessel, and the ship that started Carnival's entire LNG Revolution, a move the line has since rolled out across the Celebration, Jubilee, and several more builds still on the way. It carries about 5,282 passengers out of Port Canaveral, Florida, and it still feels like the gold standard for the fleet. The Bolt roller coaster is definitely the star of the show, with its 187-foot drop and speeds hitting 40 miles per hour. While flying around the top deck of a moving ship is a total rush, the real reason the Mardi Gras is the best value is the variety you find downstairs. The ship is split into 6 zones that each have their own unique personality and vibe. You can visit La Piazza for a European feel with a great piano bar, or head over to the French Quarter to find a live jazz club and a New Orleans-style seafood bar. Summer Landing is another favorite because it feels more like a backyard barbecue than a traditional cruise ship deck. You have 18 different restaurants and bars to choose from, including Shaq's Big Chicken and an expanded version of Guy's Pig and Anchor. Everything from the spa to the theater was built to match the massive scale of the ship, so you never feel like the amenities are too small for the crowd. Whether you are traveling with kids, as a couple, or even going solo, the Mardi Gras has so much variety that you are guaranteed to find a version of this vacation that you absolutely love. The one to avoid: why Carnival Elation falls short. Now we have to talk about the ship you might want to skip. The Carnival Elation first hit the water back in 1998, which means it was already out at sea when most of today's cruisers were still sitting in elementary school classrooms. While it only carries about 2,052 passengers, the older fantasy-class design makes the hallways feel narrow, and the cabin layouts feel dated compared to the modern ships we love. Guest reviews tell the same story, because value ratings for the Elation always trail behind the rest of the fleet, and the ship hasn't won any major awards or industry recognition in a very long time. The Elation did get a refurbishment that added Guy's Burger Joint, Blue Iguana Cantina, and a version of Waterworks, so the basics are covered. The problem is everything that's still missing. There's no specialty steakhouse, no alchemy bar, and no multi-deck theater, so the evening entertainment options thin out fast. The cabins feel noticeably tighter than anything on the Dream or Vista class, and because this is an older hull, guests in the aft cabins regularly mention feeling vibration through the floor in a way you simply don't get on newer ships. If you are looking for a better deal, you can usually book the Carnival Conquest for a similar price and get way more for your money. The Elation sails out of Jacksonville, Florida, and even though that port is easy to get to, the short trips and the aging ship might leave you feeling disappointed. If you see the Elation pop up at a tempting price while you are shopping around, we suggest spending an extra $50 to see what else is sailing that same week. Finding the right Carnival ship really depends on which port you want to leave from and what your group needs to have a great time. If you are new to cruising and want to keep your budget small, the Conquest is a fantastic place to start your journey. Families traveling with kids who want roller coasters and huge water parks will find that the Mardi Gras or Celebration are worth every penny. If these tips helped you narrow down your choices, go watch our video "These 9 New Cruise Ships Will Change Everything" next. It'll show you exactly what's coming to the industry so you can plan even further ahead. Happy cruising!